So good evening, guys. Let's get started. Okay, don't open your books now. Take a look at here at these sentences. What does John do in his free time? He often plays tennis. Tennis. So in this sentence here, we have the stressed words, ok? Que são aquelas palavrinhas o quê? Que são mais fortes quando nós falamos uma frase. Let me draw in here the lines. For example, in the first one we have, in the first sentence we have what and John. Peraí, que isso aqui ficou feio. Free time, okay? So, what does John do in his free time? Okay? These are the stressed words. They are the strongest, okay? In the second sentence, he often plays tennis. So, in this case, he often and play tennis. So, he played tennis. The same intonation. Open your books on page 59, please. In this page here, look, the same example I showed you. So now you are going to listen to the conversations and underline the stress the word, okay? Not syllable, word.
Unit 5, Activity 7.
Are you listening? Vocês estão ouvindo?
Sim.
Okay.
Conversation 1.
What does John do in his free time?
He often plays tennis.
Conversation 2.
What does Anna do in her free time? She usually listens to music.
Conversation 3.
What does Bob do in his leisure time?
He often plays computer games.
Conversation 4.
What does Sheila do for fun?
She sometimes hangs out with her friends.
Okay. Repeat. Repeat.
Repeat.
Yes.
Okay.
Unit 5, Activity 7. Conversation 1.
What does John do in his free time?
He often plays tennis.
Conversation 2.
What does Anna do in her free time?
She usually listens to music.
Conversation 3.
What does Bob do in his leisure time?
He often plays computer games.
Conversation 4.
What does Sheila do for fun?
She sometimes hangs out with her friends.
Repeat.
No.
Ícaro? No?
No.
Okay. So in conversation 2, what are the stressed words?
Usually
Okay.
listens to music.
And in the question, na pergunta.
Free time.
What?
Anna do.
Yes.
Anna
What
e-
Anna do free time? And in activity and in the second. Rapidinho, minha garganta secou aqui, o ventilador tá no meu rosto. A garganta secou.
Agora a conversation 3, é?
Yes, conversation 3, please.
A
What?
pergunta é what Bob do?
Leisure time.
Leisure time.
Leisure time.
Yes, and B?
Often
plays computer
computer
games.
games.
Excellent. Conversation 4.
What
What
Sheila
do
for fun.
for
Fun.
fun.
No for. Fun. Okay? What
Okay.
Sheila do? Fun. And B.
Sometimes hang out with
Hang out
with her
friends.
friends.
With her friends, no. Friends. Tá bem
Okay.
aí na tela. Tem um errinho bem aqui na conversation 3, mas o what vocês podem sublinhar, ok? Deixa eu só pegar um trequinho bem aqui pra borrifar no meu nariz e na minha garganta, porque senão eu vou ficar tossindo igual um idoso aqui. Deixa eu só achar o negócio. Eu vou só tirar aqui um pouquinho o áudio. Finish correcting and practice reading the dialogue, ok? Vocês vão ler o diálogo dando a entonação correta para as palavras, ok?
Ok. Victor.
Tá bom. What does John do in his free time? He often plays tennis.
Agora eu falo. What does Anna do in her free time? She usually listens to music. Vai?
What does Bob do in his
Leisure.
time? He often plays computer games.
What Sheila do fun? She sometimes hang out with friends.
Ok. So now, agora eu já estou de volta. Deixa eu só ativar minha câmera aqui. Ok. Não sei o que aconteceu. Deixa eu fechar aqui. Okay, so now you are going to create a short dialogue similar to these ones, okay? Write a question in the third person, okay? And write an answer, okay? Entenderam?
Sim.
Escreva uma pergunta similar com as que vocês viram lá no contexto dessa atividade. Escreva uma resposta e depois você vai ler, ok?
Teacher, eu não entendi essa tarefa. A 8.
A 8 eu ainda vou explicar, mas não é nela que a gente está. A gente está na 7. Você vai escrever um diálogo similar a esses que a gente trabalhou aí e vai falar. Ok?
É só um, né?
Só um. Então, só? Molha ele. Acabou a água. Ele não vai te atacar não, moço. Molha ele. Pega a pistola, ela vai longe. Taca nesse gato pra ele ir embora daqui.
teacher,
Yes.
o que aconteceu com o Renzo para ele não estar hoje aqui na aula?
Não sei, pedi pro CNA entrar em contato. Ok? Finished?
Finish.
Finish,
Finish.
Ícaro? So now read your dialogue, please.
What does João do in his free time? He often
Okay.
plays video games.
Okay. He often plays video games. Very good. Ícaro?
What does John do in his free time?
Okay.
He often plays volleyball.
Okay, very good. No problem. Correct sentences. All right. So let's move on. And let me ask you a question. What activities should you guys do every day?
Plays computer game.
Play computer games. You should play computer games every day.
Yes. Todo dia.
Vocês estão vendo aí na porta?
Ué, nessa quarentena não tem nada para fazer, eu só fico no computador o dia inteirinho.
Okay. Play video games. Okay. Do you think is it healthy? Healthy means saudável. Is it healthy to play video games every day?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to agree. I love playing video games, so I'm not going to disagree. But people from like the healthy system, doctors, they don't believe that's healthy for us. Okay? But I do believe. To have a healthy life, what do you have to do every day?
Repeat a question, teacher.
To have a healthy life, ok? Uma vida saudável. What do you have to do every day?
Practice it.
Practice exercise every day.
Practice exercises every day. Deixa eu aceitar bem que
I am 3 times a week.
You what?
Practice exercise 3 times a week.
Okay. Practice exercise 3 times a week. What else?
Eat salads every day.
Yes, that's right. Eat salad every day. What else? Peraí que meu computador travou. Eat salad. And what do you need to reduce? What do you need to reduce? For example, do you have to reduce fast food to have a healthy life?
Yes.
Yes.
What else should you do? Should you reduce?
Pizza, hamburger.
In this case, it's fast food, right? Okay. They are all fast food. Let me open the resource pack in here so we can continue. Let me stop sharing for a second. Welcome, Henniston.
Oi, boa noite, acho.
Acho.
Acordar.
Acha.
Égua, Henniston, não acredito. Eu tava dormindo, doido.
Acabei de me acordar.
O marido dormiu 6h21, meu amigo.
Eu dormi 4 horas, acordei agora. Acabei de tomar um banho.
Uma coisa que eu... Então, sou
Pretendia dormir mais.
Look at here. What is she doing?
Hamburger.
She's eating a hamburger. And how often do you think we should eat hamburgers? How often should we eat hamburgers?
Eu esqueci o nome, ó.
Once a week, twice a month, on weekends. What do you think?
On weekends.
On weekends.
I agree. Let's go to the next picture. Peraí que meu computador tá, ó, uma bosta. And what is she doing?
Exercise?
Yes, she's exercising. She's running at the park. And how often do you think you should exercise?
Never.
Never?
In the house.
Never. Eu tenho quarentena, não corro
No, but
nem
I'm
pra...
not talking about you directly, Henson. I'm talking about people. How often should we exercise?
Once a week.
Every day, once a week? Okay, no
Once
problem.
a week. Once a week.
3 times a week.
Okay, so have this page here. Well, open your books on page 59. I'm going to share with you the screen. This pyramid here. Study the graph below. Can you think of one more example for each type of different activity? Okay? Vocês vão escrever, you are going to write, for example, you should reduce time in front of the computer and or TV. And what else should you reduce? Okay? Give me more examples. Flexibility activities such as stretching. Stretching is like alongamento. Okay? And yoga, what other activities can we do? In the next one, strength activities such as martial arts and lifting weights. Okay? So from these activities, what other examples can you give? Aerobic activities and so on. Okay? So you are going to write one more example for each category in this pyramid. Do you understand?
Okay.
So let's go.
Oh, man.
Ô, teacher,
Yes?
mas atividade não é para ouvir?
Not right now.
Por que tá nela listening?
Sim, mas não é para ouvir agora. Oh, yeah, you are going to listen. I forgot. It was
Não,
just
porque eu já ia dizer, ué, como é que eu vou saber a resposta se é listening?
Sorry. So
Eu
now I'm
pensei
going
que era pessoal.
No, it's not. I forgot. I'm sorry. It was on the next page. I forgot. I made a mistake. So now you are going to listen and complete the pyramid, okay, with the information.
Unit 5, Activity 8. Part 1.
Okay, class. Since there are no questions about the reading passage, please have a look at the graph. Can you give me more examples of activities in each different category? For instance, strength activities?
Working out, Miss Tate?
Good, Kim. Working out is definitely an example of strength activities. What about flexibility activities?
Dancing, Miss Tate. My dance teacher says it makes you more flexible.
That's true, Eileen. Dancing is a flexibility activity.
I think cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
Good, Mohammed. Cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
And basketball is an example of a recreational activity.
Yes, basketball. What about activities you should do every day?
Walking?
Yes, that's a very good example of something we should do every day. Thanks. There are also activities we should do less of, such as spending time in front of the TV or computer and taking elevators and escalators.
Part 2.
All right, class. Which activities in the graph do you usually do in your free time?
Okay.
Kim?
So,
I swim twice a week and I walk every day.
I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to repeat one more time because the second part is for a second activity on the next page. Okay? So now I'm going to repeat.
Unit 5, Activity 8. Part 1.
Okay, class. Since there are no questions about the reading passage, please have a look at the graph. Can you give me more examples of activities in each different category? For instance, strength activities?
Working out, Miss Tate?
Good, Kim. Working out is definitely an example of strength activities. What about flexibility activities?
Dancing, Miss Tate. My dance teacher says it makes you more flexible.
That's true, Eileen. Dancing is a flexibility activity.
I think cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
Good, Mohammed. Cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
And basketball is an example of a recreational activity.
Yes, basketball. What about activities you should do every day?
Walking?
Yes, that's a very good example of something we should do every day. Thanks. There are also activities we should do less of, such as spending time in front of the TV or computer and taking elevators and escalators.
Part 2.
All right, class. Which activities in the graph do you usually do in your free time? Kim?
I swim twice a week and I walk every day.
What about you, Mohammed?
I swim and play soccer twice a week and do martial arts every Saturday.
Good. What about you, Eileen?
I love dancing. I dance 3 times a week, and I walk my dog every day.
What about you, Josh?
I play tennis twice a week and play soccer every Saturday.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there again. Repeat one more time. Do you want me to repeat, guys?
Repeat,
Yes,
please.
no.
Ô,
Repeat.
Yes.
teacher, eu não entendi um negócio. Posso falar? É
Diga.
porque nessa, quando ela fala, tipo, a parte 2, ela fica falando.
Part 2 is for the second activity, not right now. Okay? Now collect the information for the pyramid. Let's go.
Unit 5, Activity 8. Part 1.
Okay, class. Since there are no questions about the reading passage, please have a look at the graph. Can you give me more examples of activities in each different category? For instance, strength activities?
Working out, Miss Tate?
Good, Kim. Working out is definitely an example of strength activities. What about flexibility activities?
Dancing, Miss Tate. My dance teacher says it makes you more flexible.
That's true, Eileen. Dancing is a flexibility activity.
I think cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
Good, Mohammed. Cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
And basketball is an example of a recreational activity.
Yes, basketball. What about activities you should do every day?
Walking?
Yes, that's a very good example of something we should do every day. Thanks. There are also activities we should do less of, such as spending time in front of the TV or computer and taking elevators and escalators.
Part 2.
Okay, so part 2, not necessary right now. So, reduce. What should we reduce?
3.
Time
A
in
primeira.
computer and or TV. What else?
Essa, eu não botei essa aí que eu. Sei lá, não achei.
Vitor, Ícaro, did you write something?
Não sei.
Repeat. Mas eu acho que era alguma coisa de weighted, sei lá.
In this case,
Exercise.
taking elevators and escalators. Okay? Reduce, like taking elevators and escalators and using the stairs to practice exercise while you are going from place to place. 2 times a week, strength activities such as martial arts and lifting weights. What else?
Go back. Agora, activities.
Working out, okay? And flexibility activities such as strength, stretching, and yoga.
Dance.
Yes, dancing. Aerobic activities such as jogging, rollerblading, and swimming.
Eu botei basquetebol.
No, cycling. Recreational activities such as tennis, soccer, and volleyball.
Basketball.
Yes, basketball, Ícaro. And the last one, taking the stairs, helping around the house, walking the dog. What's the answer?
Acho que bem é go back to run.
No,
Não,
walking.
activity run.
Walking. Correct your answers, please.
Ainda tô terminando aqui.
No problem. Tá aparecendo aí pra vocês?
Sim.
Ah, sim. Finish.
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 So, second. Let's go to the next page, and you are going to listen to the conversation again, okay? And complete. Listen to the second part of the conversation and fill in the chart below, okay? Kim, what's her free time activity, okay? What does she do in her free time? And how often does she do, okay? Mohammed, Eileen, and Josh. So now listen and complete.
Unit 5, Activity 8. Part 1.
Okay, class. Since there are no questions about the reading passage, please have a look at the graph. Can you give me more examples of activities in each different category? For instance, strength activities?
Working out, Miss Tate?
Good, Kim. Working out is definitely an example of strength activities. What about flexibility activities?
Dancing, Miss Tate. My dance teacher says it makes you more flexible.
That's true, Eileen. Dancing is a flexibility activity.
I think cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
Good, Mohammed. Cycling is a good example of an aerobic activity.
And basketball is an example of a recreational activity.
Yes, basketball. What about activities you should do every day?
Walking?
Yes, that's a very good example of something we should do every day. Thanks. There are also activities we should do less of, such as spending time in front of the TV or computer and taking elevators and escalators.
Part 2.
All right, class. Which activities in the graph do you usually do in your free time? Kim?
I swim twice a week and I walk every day.
What about you, Mohammed?
I swim and play soccer twice a week and do martial arts every Saturday.
Good. What about you, Eileen?
I love dancing. I dance 3 times a week and I walk my dog every day.
What about you, Josh?
I play tennis twice a week and play soccer every Saturday.
Okay. So, I'm going to repeat, ok? Eu já vou colocar da parte onde começa a part 2 da conversation. E aí vocês fica bem melhor do que ter que...
Twice a week. All right, class. Which activities in the graph do you usually do in your free time? Kim?
I swim twice a week and I walk every day.
What about you, Mohammed?
I swim and play soccer twice a week and do martial arts every Saturday.
Good. What about you, Eileen?
I love dancing. I dance 3 times a week and I walk my dog every day.
What about you, Josh?
I play tennis twice a week and play soccer every Saturday.
Okay, I'm going to repeat one more time.
Week.
I walk
Good. In the graph. All right, class. Which activities in the graph do you usually do in your free time? Kim?
I swim twice a week and I walk every day.
What about you, Mohammed?
I swim and play soccer twice a week and do martial arts every Saturday.
Good. What about you, Eileen?
I love dancing. I dance 3 times a week and I walk my dog every day.
What about you, Josh?
I play tennis twice a week and play soccer every Saturday.
Okay, so let's check your answers. Number Kim, free time activity.
Eu não consegui ouvir direito, o robô tá escuro.
Swimming.
Okay, swimming. She swims and she walks. And how often does she swims?
Every
Eu
day.
não sei.
No,
Every
twice a
day?
week. Walks
Essa eu não consegui escutar.
every day.
Every day?
Mohammed,
Swim e
É play soccer.
swims and plays soccer. How often? Oh, and how often and when?
2 times a week.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yes, twice, 2 times a week. And what else does Mohammed do?
Aí eu não sei.
He does martial arts. And he does it, yes, and he does it on every Saturday, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you the answers, don't worry. What about Aileen?
Dance e passear com o cachorro, um negócio assim.
Walks her dog. And
walks her...
How often?
Every day.
Every day.
She dances 3 times a week and she walks her dog every day.
Every day.
And what about Josh?
Play tennis e play soccer.
And how often?
Não sei.
How often?
Calma.
Twice or every Saturday. Okay. Check your answers, please. It's on the screen. Vocês estão vendo aí?
Sim, só espera um pouco porque é meio longo.
No problem. Take your time.
Finish.
Okay. Finish, everybody? Ícaro and Hanson?
No. Opção, peraí.
Okay, no problem.
Na penúltima. Finish. Finish.
So now, guys, see the model in here? So now you are going to ask each other, what does Kim do in her free time? Okay, she swims and she walks. How often does she swims? She swims twice a week. How often does she walks? She walks every day, okay? Did you understand?
Ok.
Eu não
Okay.
escutei direito.
You are going to ask each other to practice about the information. What does Kim do in her free time? She swims and she walks in her free time. How often does she swims? She swims twice a week. How often does she walks? She walks every day. Ok?
Entendi.
So now practice. Eu vou tirar meu fone para vocês poderem praticar, ok?
Ok.
Let's go.
What does Kim do in her free time?
Qual?
Kim. O primeiro.
Kim. Mas não tinha que perguntar o que pratica?
Não. É isso que eu tô perguntando. What does
Mas
Kim
falou que...
do in...
eu vou falar que who
É
of
pra tu
the...
responder.
Não.
Swims.
How often
does
she's
he...
every day?
Ok. Pergunta alguém.
Aí, cara. O cara tá mutado. Então vai. What does Josh do have free time?
Josh. He plays tennis and he plays soccer.
How often does he play soccer? Play soccer? Falou.
He twice a week. Pera, soccer? Every Saturday.
Vai, pergunte.
What does Mohammed do in her free time?
Swim and play soccer.
How often does he swims?
Twice a week.
Agora estão me ouvindo?
Não. What does alien do has free time?
Dances and walks with dog.
walk her dog. No. How often does she walks her dog?
Walk the dog is every day.
Victor?
O Ícaro chegou no final.
Ué, o
Vai,
meu áudio mudou?
pergunta aí.
Caramba! Victor, o meu áudio mudou sozinho, doido.
Finish?
Pergunta aí, Ícaro.
Oh, you didn't. Continue. Vou só buscar uma água enquanto vocês terminam aí, ok?
Hanson.
Ok.
What does Mohammed do in his free time?
Do martial arts.
How often does he does martial arts?
He is a practice and every Saturday.
Victor?
Eu pergunto?
Não, eu pergunto.
Pergunta pro Ícaro. Aí.
Vai.
Eu, é?
É.
Ícaro,
Oi.
what does and Josh do in his free time?
Play tennis.
Who often does she play tennis?
Twice a week. Maria. Vou perguntar agora pro Victor.
Eu pergunto, é?
Victor? Não, é eu que pergunto pro Victor. Victor, what does Eileen do in her free time?
She dances.
How often does she dance?
She practices dances 3 times a week.
Acho que finish já.
Okay. So look at activity 9 on your books. Okay. Let me start my video here. Go to activity 9. And you are going now to check the sentence that applies to you, okay? How often do you work out? For example, I work out every day. No, not every day, but I work out 5 times a week. What about you? How often do you work out? Check the answer that applies to you, okay?
Teacher, o que é o workout?
Physical exercise, lift weights, go to the gym, like be strong.
Ah, tá.
Mas é para marcar o que...
Se aplica a você.
Tá bom. Não é tudo.
For example, me, I work out every day. What about you? Check your answers. 1 minute. Read the options and then check. Okay, so Henderson, how often do you work out?
I work out once a week.
Okay, Vito, how often do you work out?
I work out 3 times a week.
Workout, okay? One word, workout, not work out, workout. Ícaro, what about you? How often do you work out?
I work out every Saturday.
Okay. So now you are going to underline, okay, all the sentences. Deixa eu apagar bem aqui esse negócio. Underline all the sentences that indicate frequency. For example, in the first one, I work out. Peraí, deixa eu apagar isso aqui, deixa eu botar uma linha mesmo, porque senão vai ficar o desenho mais feio da face da Terra. Okay, look at here. So now this indicates frequency. Look at the other sentences and underline the other expressions that are used to indicate frequency. Okay, frequency, you do the activity.
Sorry, and repeat, por favor, please.
Huh?
Repeat.
Underline the words or expressions that indicate frequency in the sentence, okay? For example,
Obrigado.
I work out every day. Every day indicates the frequency you work out, okay?
Finish. Finish.
Okay, so let's check your answers. I work out 3 times a week.
A week?
3 times a week, okay, is the expression. Check your answers. It's already on the screen, okay?
Finish.
Finish.
Okay,
Finish.
finish checking. So let's move to the next page in here. And you are going to separate them into categories. For example, words or expression. Words, expressions of a frequency that usually comes before the main verb. One tip that I can give you. For example, in this category, we have usually. In the second one, words or expressions that of frequency that come at the end of a sentence, okay? For example, every day. It goes to the end of the sentence. And usually after the pronoun and before the verb. So now complete this chart with the expressions in activity 9B.
Okay.
Só um minutinho aqui, eu vou montar meu microfone.
Ah, pego.
Finish.
Okay.
Finish.
Finish.
Everybody finish. Hello.
Okay, so let's check. In the first column. Só um minutinho,
Yes.
vou mutar bem aqui. Okay, usually.
Never. Often.
Sometimes. Often.
Yes.
Ever, how.
And often. Usually, never, sometimes, rarely, and often. And in the second column.
Every day, 3 times a week, once a week, every Saturday.
Twice a day, every Saturday.
Twice a day.
Yes, very good. So, check your answers, please. Okay.
Finish.
Okay. So now look at activity. At activity D on 90D, okay. Rewrite the sentences, rewrite the answers in each conversation to make them true for you. Use the words in activity 9C. For example, how often do you have junk food? Me, Bianca, I have junk food. Okay, so I have junk food twice a week. Ok? Tá errado? Tá. Eu vou mudar? Não sei. The second one. How often do you go out with your friends? I usually, quando não estamos de quarentena, go out with my friends every weekend. Okay. The next one. How often do you work out? I work out 5 times a week. And the last one. How often do you go to the movies? I usually go to the movies on Fridays. I usually go to the movies 4 times a month. Okay? So, this is true for me, ok? Essas frasezinhas que eu escrevi são sobre mim. Agora vocês vão fazer a mesma coisa e escrever sobre vocês, ok?
Pra mim não tá aparecendo as frases que a senhora escreveu.
Agora vai aparecer. Ok? Então, essas são sobre mim. Agora vocês vão escrever sobre vocês, ok?
Quem começa? Ícaro, how often do you have junk food?
Calma aí, Reis.
Pergunta pra mim logo.
Vitor, how often do you have junk food?
I have junk food twice a month.
Agora pode perguntar.
Continua,
Ícaro,
vai.
how often do you have junk food?
Every week.
Vitor, how often do you go out with your friends? Friends.
I go out with my friends every month.
Ícaro, how often do you go out with your friends?
Every month.
Pergunta escrever.
Hands.
Oi, tá escrevendo aqui, peraí. Vitor, how often do you walk out?
I work out 3 times a week.
Ícaro,
Oi.
how often do you walk out?
Every Saturday.
Ícaro, oi, Vitor, how often do you go to the movies?
I usually go to the movies on twice a month.
Ícaro, how often do you go to the movies?
Go to the movies twice a month.
Agora alguém pergunta pro Henderson, vai lá.
Eu?
É.
Hanson, how often do you have junk food?
I usually have junk food.
Hanson, how often do you go off with your friends?
I go to the rarely. Não, como é que é raro em inglês que você
Rarely.
costuma falar? Really, my friends.
Hanson, how often do you work off?
I work out and once a week.
How often do you go to the movies?
I go to the movies. Finish.
Okay, finish? So,
finish.
no problem. Okay. So look at the speech bubble below. Ok? Deixa eu só apagar aqui, já que eu vou compartilhar de novo. How often do you play soccer? I play soccer once a week. And you? I never play soccer. And how often do you walk? I never walk. Remember the activities from Kim, Aileen, Josh in activity 8? These activities here, I'm going to show you. See? So now you are going to ask each other. For example, Ícaro, how often do you swim? You can say, I never swim, I sometimes swim, okay?
I mean, one time a week swim.
Okay, I once a week swim, okay? Better yet, I swim once a week, okay? So now you are going to ask questions about these activities here. How often do you swim? How often do you walk? How often do you play soccer? How often do you do martial arts? How often do you dance? How often do you walk your dog? How often do you play tennis? Okay? And use the expressions in activity 9C to ask each other. Okay? So let's go.
As honras, Victor. Começa aí, Victor, falando.
Hanson, how often do you play volleyball?
I never play volleyball. And you?
I never play volleyball. And how often do you walk?
I walk every day. Eu pergunto agora?
Pergunta pro Ícaro e o Ícaro pergunta pra mim.
Ícaro, how often do you dance?
No, I never.
I pergunto, and you?
And you?
I never dance. Do you that play soccer?
Repeat?
Play soccer. And how often do you play soccer?
Yes, once a week. And you?
I usually twins and weekend.
E agora?
Pergunta pra mim, Ícaro.
Victor, how often do you play swim?
Tá, né? I never.
Não vai perguntar, não? And you?
And how often do you walk?
I swim once a week. And you?
Tu tem mais uma pergunta?
Yeah.
I never.
Finish.
Finish.
Finish? Ok.
Teacher, essa aula não acaba, não?
Ainda temos 15 minutos aí.
Não.
Calma.
Aula que demora, parece que cada minuto demora 1 hora.
Calma, moça. São 1h30 de aula, né? 2 horas e meia, como é no regular.
Tu é doido?
Só, né? 2h30 só.
Ô, teacher, por que não pode fazer aula de manhã?
Porque de manhã eu trabalho na outra escola. Não tem como eu dar aula pra vocês.
E nem vem, Tica.
Is this man active or sedentary?
Active.
Yes, he's active. What about this man here? Is he active or sedentary?
Sedentary.
Sedentary. As you can see, he's drinking lots of sodas, eating pizza, chips, cookies. Okay, so he is sedentary. And we have a nickname for people that are sedentary. They are called couch potato. Okay, they just watch TV and eating junk food. Okay. For example, sometimes I think I am a couch potato because I procrastinate a lot to do the things, but I love doing physical exercises. Okay. So now you are going to read the text and check the correct answer according, okay, to the sentences.
Porque uma batata tá comendo batata frita.
Because he's a couch potato. He is a sedentary person. Pessoal, eu vou desativar aqui minha câmera porque meu celular já está descarregando, ok? E aí eu vou ficar sem câmera nesse finalzinho agora. Porque a do notebook é horrível. Vou até mostrar pra vocês. Péssima.
Cadê? Eu não tô vendo. Peraí, só um segundo. Cadê?
Olha aí, ó. A qualidade. Parece que tá vendo visagem. Então eu vou deixar desativada minha câmera agora, tá? Para os últimos minutos. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Finish.
Okay, you're fast.
Meu, tá minha borracha aqui. Sumiu.
Finish.
Ok.
Pode ir. É finish.
Rapaz, mas dá falta 10 minutos.
Ok. So So, a couch potato is someone who
does no or very little physical activity.
Yes. Let me see. Number 2. It can be inferred from the text.
Companies are concerned about their employees' health.
Yes. Number 3. Which solution to combat a sedentary lifestyle was not mentioned in the text?
A balanced diet.
Yes, a balanced diet.
Não sei nem como acertei tudo. É tudo no chute. Teacher.
Okay, check your answers. Yes,
Eu,
Ícaro?
eu marquei isso aqui, tipo assim. Eu vou marcar essa daqui porque faz mais sentido.
Eu nem li.
E eu nem li também. Eu fui só marcando mesmo.
Okay, finish. Check your answers. So now I have a question for you. Okay. Look at here. Me, Bianca, I think I'm not a couch potato because I exercise every day and I eat healthy. A question for you guys. Are you a couch potato?
Sou mais ou menos, sou.
So, why?
Como assim, why?
Por quê?
Because eu fico o dia todo na frente de computador.
Because I stay in front of the computer all day. Okay, what else? Renison, Vitor, are you a couch potato?
Yes. So.
Okay. You can say, I think I am one because, or I think I'm not a couch potato. Why?
I like the potato. Why? Espera aí só um segundo, irmão.
Why are you a couch potato? Because you stay in front of the computer a lot, because you watch TV a lot, because you don't do physical exercises.
And because play video game.
Because I am play video games and practice physical activity.
Okay. So now you are going to ask each other these questions in here. How often do you do the activities mentioned in the text? And can you think of 3 more simple activities which contribute to a healthy lifestyle? So now ask each other these questions. Sim, gente, para vocês perguntarem um pro outro. Tô esperando.
Peraí, tá com meu irmão aqui. Assim, que começa. Eu tava fora.
Ícaro, please ask the first question.
Oi. Can you think of the more simplest
No, the
activities?
first question. How often do you do the activities mentioned in the text?
Que question é essa, teacher, que eu não tô vendo?
Activity 11B. How often do you do the activities mentioned in the text? And can you think of 3 more examples of activities which contribute to a healthy lifestyle? Tá na tela.
Na tela.
De novo, tá na tela.
Ah. How often do you do the activities mentioned in the text?
Peraí. Tem que procurar as atividades, tá no texto.
No! How often do you do the activities mentioned in the text?
And play video game, play soccer.
Ok, how often? Não é as atividades, eu quero saber a frequência que você faz essas atividades.
Twice twice on weekend.
Twice a week what? I play video games twice a week. I watch TV every day. Say the frequency, the activity and the frequency you do the activity.
Okay. I play video game every day. I play
Yes.
soccer once on weekend. And pera só um segundo. Meu irmão bem que tá brincando com o sabre de luz aqui. Pera. Sai de pé. Finish.
Okay, Ícaro, how often do you do the activities mentioned in the text?
Play video games every day. And watch TV every day e swim once a week.
Ok. E Vitor?
Watch TV, play video games, and use a computer every day, and practice physical activity 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay. And now, can you think of 3 simple activities which contribute to a healthy lifestyle? For example, eat more salad, watch less TV. So, what other simple activities can contribute to a healthy lifestyle?
Running.
Eat food como se diz comida saudável em inglês, teacher?
Healthy food.
Health food.
Okay.
And a balanced diet.
Okay. What else? Henderson, Vitor.
Drink water.
Yoga.
Yoga, drink water.
Swim.
Júnior,
Practice exercise.
Okay. Very good. So guys, we finished for today, okay? And I'll see you next class. revisem esse conteúdo, façam as atividades e estudem a gramática, que está bem aí na indicação na página 61, ok? Júnior.
Okay.
So, goodbye. See you next class.
Bye bye.
Bye.